graduation will be the hugest thing, and not even, I mean, for me, but I can't wait to see their reaction to seeing closure on something, and to have the knowledge that they've gained from it, and just the closure of this is one door closing, but it's opened up so many more that they realize. Even my job at the shelter, I wouldn't have got it had it not been for me being here. I did my internship there, and right after my internship ended, they hired me, and the kids have got to go to the shelter and meet everybody I work with, and that has been great, and they love to know that Mom's helping other people. You know,
see that.
Even though I'm working third shift, they know that I'm going there to help somebody else. It's just the things that I learned, and that you do use it, and sometimes you're sitting there in class going, you know, when am I ever going to use this? What do I need to know this for? And some of it is very practical life that you never realize, I guess, the terminology for it. Behavior modification, positive psychology, stuff like that, that you're using every day that you don't know you're using. So finally to put that all together helped me here, also at home with the kids, and at work. So it was just, I mean, for me, it was a great fit. It was a wonderful, I think, wonderful experience. The things that we learned in class, doing like the crisis intervention classes and knowing how to talk to clients and how to deal with those situations without getting upset, because it is hard when you hear those stories, that to deal with them. And we went over scenarios in class, and you know, learned techniques to use that, you know, you really do use in real life. And of course the study time and time management, I guess, is a big thing that, you know, I learned too. It seems like everybody that's in the human services, they've had some sort of experience within that system there, that kind of draws them to human services if they are a type of person who wants to help. And so human services, it makes you kind of deal with those issues, and it opens your perspective of those issues. You know, you might see it one way, but you definitely learn through classes that it's not always just that cut and dry. I think for anyone who wants to help, who really wants to make a difference, human services is that place, because you have so many opportunities of where you can go to use that degree. It's not just limited to people who think, oh, well, all I can be is a social worker. Well, it's so much more than that. It's helping, you know, in juvenile justice, and you know, the court systems, and domestic violence, and in the schools. It's so much more than just being a social worker. In my internship, it was, honestly, it was like I learned more there in 2 weeks than I could have ever learned in a book. But it was because I finally got to put what I was reading, to see that actually going on and happening. And so I was applying those things that I had learned, and learning more and expanding that, and being around people that had already been doing this for years, to get that extra knowledge of it. So the internship just, I guess, helped me learn more, and it helped me know that what I had already learned, it was worth the time, I guess.